Hi everyone, this is Phil Travis. This announcement is for the 60s. This week we are going to continue looking at civil rights, and we're going to take our discussion of the civil rights movement into really the heart of the 1960s. And so we're going to continue to talk about figures not only like Martin Luther King Jr., which I'm going to play some of his speeches for you this week, but also individuals like Stokely Carmichael, who became associated with the slogan Black Power. We'll talk a little bit about the Black Panther movement as well. So we're going to talk about the civil rights as it moves into really another phase, particularly during the late 60s. So be looking at reading as an assignment for your reading from the Farber book. I'll have your project proposals graded soon. And also, this will be kind of a short announcement today, but also we have a test this week. We have a midterm this week. And I want to ask you to just wait until Wednesday before that test comes up because I want to make a few little changes to the test. And so it's my advice, too, that in a class like this, you watch the announcements first, you do the readings, you engage in whatever other material the professors, given for you during the week at the beginning of the week. And then you prepare and you take the test. Pardon to sneeze. All right. I thought I was going to sneeze there. But you take the test then at the end of the week. So please, I'll get a study guide up for everybody probably on Monday. The test will go available on Wednesday. So, just be patient with that. I'll get the test up on Wednesday. And just remember we have that coming, and that covers all the material that we've covered so far. So consumer culture in the 50s and 60s, the early portion of the Vietnam War, which we're going to be talking more about in subsequent weeks, the civil rights movement, the sexual revolution, these types of topics are all game for the test. So let's make sure we're really prepared for that test this week. All right, the factoid for this week. We are talking, of course, about the civil rights movement. And, of course, the incident in Birmingham, Alabama in 1963 was one of the key incidents in getting civil rights leaders, getting the President John F. Kennedy to recognize the nature of the crisis in the South, in Alabama at the time, and it really encouraged President Kennedy and then President Johnson to take more significant action on the matter. Here's the factoid. To civil rights activists, the city of Birmingham in the late 50s, early 60s was actually given the moniker of Bombingham because it had become so commonplace for white supremacists to take violent action against African Americans in the civil rights movement. Church bombings and the like become so common that civil rights leaders actually gave the city of Birmingham, Alabama, the infamous moniker of Bombingham. All right, everyone, Civil Rights Part 2 this week. Don't forget about the exam, and let's have a great week. Email me if you have any questions. Send me that factoid no later than Wednesday by midnight to get your extra bonus point on the test score at the end of the term. Let's have a great week, everybody.